2022. Gonna be honest, guys, there were times where I didn't think that I'd get there, where I thought it'd sit on the back shelf forever, but I did it. I finished rewriting book 1. Hello all and welcome. I apologise that it's been such a long time since I've interacted anywhere other than Discord. For those who don't know me, my name is Jess, better known by my author moniker Jelim, and I'm the author of the Monster Inside Chronicles, the first vampire series, which, oh my god, will actually be going through a publishing process soon. To give you the details, I finished writing the last scene on midnight of the 3rd of January, which was Monday night. At this stage, draft 2 of The Birth of the Monster is about 76,000 words, and the original was about 118,000 words, which means I met one of my goals for rewriting of making the book shorter. I'm also pretty happy that I managed to meet one of my other goals of changing the ending point, but more on that later because spoilers. For the next step, I plan on having a read through over the next week or so to make sure that everything's smooth and ready, in my opinion, before I actually put it through for editing and the full publishing process. Depending on how long that takes will depend on when it is actually published, but I'm hoping for the first half of this year, so I'm not going to cross my fingers though, because I jinx myself whenever I do that. As you can probably tell, I'm super excited that this is happening, and I once again have to say thank you to everyone who stuck around and motivated me to keep going over the past year or so when I've been stuck in doing different things. And well, let's just say I'm glad you stuck around and waited for this final product to emerge. Well, not quite yet, but soon. In terms of other plans for 2022, I've reworked my schedule so that hopefully it'll be more sustainable, particularly in terms of Patreon and fan interactions. Starting from today, YouTube videos will occur every 2 weeks rather than every week, and please stick around to vote on what I'm going to do for the next video. Discord will remain as my hashtag Wednesday chat, though obviously I do interact on that quite a lot more than just that Wednesday chat. Tuesdays will be Twitter and Instagram posts, so if you want to keep updated what's happening with the book or with other things that I'm doing, it'd be a great idea to follow me on one of those as well. My information for all of my social media is in the description below. Now for Patreon. At the moment there are a total of 4 tiers open, guys, starting from as low as just $2. While I completely understand that not everyone is capable of being a patron and they don't have the resources to do it, I appreciate everyone that gets in there, and it really is a good opportunity to get behind the scenes with my writing and to keep updated with what I'm doing as well. I do a segment called Storytime every 2 weeks, which is essentially me reading out things that I have written recently. I do a segment called From the Notebook as well, which will now be happening every 2nd Saturday of the month, and that's basically an idea that I've had recently that I've just written something about and may or may not go anywhere in the future. Finally, I've also got author Q&As as well, which I have moved to every 3 months now rather than every month, but the first one that I'm doing this year is actually happening on the 16th of January. So if you would like to ask a question, then I've got a channel in my Discord called #QuestionsForAuthor, or you can link me in my social media with the hashtag JelimQ&A before January 14th. And hopefully I will be able to answer your question. I've also upped, because it's every 3 months now, I've also upped the number of questions that I will answer at most to 10 rather than 5, so that there will be more content in there. So you can get early access to all of that on my Patreon. Thank you so much for sticking around while I ramble a little bit. I hope my excitement has rubbed off on you and you're all madly anticipating like I am. Do you think I should film the process maybe? Maybe I should film the editing process a little bit so that I could make an interesting video somewhere down the line, maybe just before it's published. Let me know in the comments below if you want me to do that. Also for my video next week, in episode 3, I did a map of Eldovia, the Eldovian Empire. So do you think I should do an in-depth look at a particular location, such as maybe Cordon? Or would you prefer me to do a video explaining what the mist is and that concept that's in the world of the monster inside? Which one would you prefer? Please put it in the comments below or let me know on any of my social media so that I can plan and get it out there. Well, I think that's it for now. Thanks so much for sticking around. Until next time, stay healthy and happy. See you later.